All right, 4th of July canoe trip. This trip is in honor of my canoe buddy, Gary Halleck, who can't be with me today. I should have mounted that flag a little higher. And here we go. Just after the bridge is a little dam we have to get past. Then we'll stop and pick up some rocks. The low river is going to be a lot of scraping. That was fun. So, situated right up here early on is a rock field with perfect ballast for the bow of the canoe. So we'll just go into this little eddy here. Think of this as our rock filling station. The way we can get this a little higher. Oh, well, okay. Where's a good rock for the 4th of July? I like this one. So you gotta get it way in the bow for maximum effect. This one's good. You go even farther. And how about this guy here? All right. All right, now she'll handle better. Already building up a thirst. Maybe all right. Now, right around this corner is one of the sharpest, well, corners on the river. We'll see if we can cheat death once again. Guess I better pay attention to my navigation. All right, here we go. This looks like fun. Ahoy! Thank you. Well, he didn't look like the world's friendliest person. Here we got to go way to the left. It looks crazy, but you'll understand why when we get down a little ways. Because if we go on the right, we hit kind of a dam thing, which we don't like. And there's deep water here as long as you stay way to the left. Now this is one of these straightaway sections, which in some ways are harder than the curves. Why is that? Because in the straightaways you don't have an inside and an outside bank. Because the inside bank is always the shallow section, and the outside bank, where the water is running fast, is the deep section. So in a straightaway, it's kind of hard to know which way to go. It's kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other. And I usually get it wrong. Of course, what I should really do, since it's 4th of July, or it will be tomorrow, I'm having to get this trip in earlier because I'm not here tomorrow. So what I should be doing on Independence Day, rather than using my vast knowledge of this river, I should, at every obstacle, ask myself, what would the founding fathers have decided to do? Okay, maybe that makes no sense at all, but it seems like a freedom-loving 4th of July kind of thing to say. What would the founding fathers do? They'd probably write a clause into the Constitution saying the size of the national federal budget could never be greater than 1% of GDP. And if it ever is bigger, every bureaucrat and politician in Washington gets immediately fired and sent home. See, that's what the Founding Fathers should have done. But the question is, how would they get down this little stretch? Now you see up here we've got a curve. It curves to the left. And that's how you can see there's fast water that's deep water on the outside. And obviously that's where we go. And the goal here is to try to not run into that bush. So far so good. Or this bush either. Aha! Okay, that was smooth. Now normally when I encounter what we call salad, which is the vegetation on the sides of the river that you have to avoid, when I'm too close to the salad and I put my head down, that's what you're always supposed to do, is lean forward like that. Because if you lean backwards, then the salad, which isn't actually as soft as a real salad, but is actually made up of nasty sticks and sharp things, if you lean backwards, those sticks and sharp things will go right across your face, which is not a good idea. If you lean forward, they go across your back, and who really cares about that? Okay, there's a little rock we don't want to hit. See, again, we have a little bit of a curve effect going on up there where the fast water is on the outside of the curve. And again, true to form, we have some serious salad right where we'd like to be going. So we have to kind of split the difference, not get caught too close or in the eddy too far away. Anyway, I was saying, normally I would obviously lean forward, and I will lean forward if I need to, but I have to remember that this time I have a camera on my head. And the camera is sitting on top of a helmet. So I guess in the sense that I have a helmet, maybe that's good. But since it has a kind of a fragile GoPro style camera on top, you don't want to let that get hit by the sticks and sharp things. All right. Another tricky little section here. We stay to the right at the beginning, and then we cut across to the left. And you see what we're doing is essentially what the main current is doing. That's the job of the canoe, to follow the current. Why? Because that has the deepest water. And a lot of salad here. Stay out of it. Couple of sleepers right below it, although we can probably go right over that one. Oh no, my stern flag is all screwed up. Oh, sleeper. Sleeper are those things that you can barely see from upstream. They're kind of hiding just under the water. And like this one, it's a very different color than the water, so you can see it pretty easily. But a lot of them, like that one there, are so similar to the color of the water that it can be a problem, because you just don't see them. And just below this bridge, by the way, is the section I have christened Sleeper Alley. It's filled with sleepers. So, let's see if we can cheat death a third time. Not too much wind today. I almost didn't need those rocks, because the rocks give ballast to the front of the canoe and keep the wind from pivoting it back and forth, which plays havoc with navigation, as you might expect. What we're seeing pass alongside the river is Colorado State Highway 9. And I always like to mention that this is the section of Colorado State Highway 9. Oh shit, how do I get through this? Yes, Colorado State Highway 9. This is the section where back in like 1986 or something like that, they filmed Christmas Vacation, that opening sequence where the Griswold family metallic P car was on the highway in search of a Christmas tree lot, and they got stuck underneath a big logging tractor trailer thing. That was filmed just about a mile behind us. All right, we made it through Sleeper Valley. Now this is the section, see it's broad, open, that when there's wind, it's a real problem for obvious reasons. Nope. See, there's a classic sleeper right there. But it looks like it's deep enough. No, it's not. We would catch on that. Deal with my camera. Don't work. Camera is really frustrating because when it gets warm, as in lying in the bottom of a canoe in the sun, it goes to about a third of its brightness, I guess to keep from overheating. But when it's a third of its brightness and you're in the bright sunlight, you can't see the screen. So you have no way of working the controls, which means you can't take any pictures. All right, here we go. Yeah, note to self, next time you got to get those flags higher so they're free to flutter. Freedom. Freedom to flutter. That's what it's all about on July 4th. Now there's some wind. Now we're glad we have the rocks. Would-be beaver dam. No beavers. I think they gave up the attempt. All right, here we go. More salad, but this one's easy to stay out of. You really have to cut sharply to the right. And now, once we get out of this little eddy, we got to get through this shallow section. Every time I come by, looks a little different because the river it's a little bit different height, higher or lower, and the river always moves around. So sometimes it's going over these things, sometimes like this is dry and it's way over there. This is another one of those problems where there's no clear way to know how to get through it. Well, it would be deeper over there, which is a mild outside, but when you're over there, then you get caught on a dam thing again. So you have to cut through on this shallower section where we'll scrape, probably. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there's a scrape. Although, looking at it from here, I almost feel like the left might have been a better way to get down it. Hard to know. Because if you stayed over there and then cut through right here, that looks pretty achievable. I might try that next time. Alright, got some fishermen up ahead. Actually, I'm surprised there haven't been more of them, given it's a 3-day weekend in the middle of the summer. It's just like a steering wheel. Take your hands off the wheel, the car goes off the road. You set the paddle down, and the canoe immediately gets out of position. Well, they weren't too friendly either. I think if fishermen were friendly, they'd be involved in a different sport. Because fishing, when you think about it, what's it make you do? It makes you go out onto a river somewhere, typically all alone, typically in hip waders. You walk out into the middle of the water, so you're even more alone. And you just stand there for like several hours, not talking to anybody, trying to kill fish. It's not the most social kind of activity. See, the reason there's always vegetation, salad, right overhanging the deepest parts of the river on the outside of those curves, I think you can kind of think it through. It's because the current is constantly eroding the dirt away from that outside curve. And meanwhile, because there's water there, the vegetation likes to get close to the river, probably gets to sink its roots into that moist river adjacent soil. So the trees hug the river, and then the river kind of stabs them in the back by wearing away so much of the dirt. You see it a little bit here, where there's the current, there's the close overhanging salad, and you can just see how that water is eroding underneath. All right, just past that bridge, there's actually two bridges there. Just past the second bridge is where we take out, so we're almost done. And again, our flags have not been particularly picturesque. I'm a little disappointed in them, and also disappointed in the flag installer. There again, high current. Trees overhanging it. You just can't let the canoe get caught into that. And I speak from experience. Now we have One more fisherman we have to get past.